everybody watching my channel, Cloud Busted. So it's been a little while since I did a video. It's because I've been rebuilding this USA-1, so I've been really busy with that. And also, with springtime right around the corner, I started working on some of my full-size cars. I'll show you those real quick. And this is my 1970 Plymouth Duster. This is kind of just like a street car. It's a factory 340. It's pretty rare. 1970, they didn't make many 340, and there's not many around today. This is a rust-free car. Never had any rust. No panels need to be welded on it. This one's pretty cool. This is a 69 Roadrunner. And it looks all dirty and dusty and beat up, but inside it's just two seats, a roll cage, and it's got a really built motor. So this car's kind of like what's called a sleeper. It looks like a piece of junk. I don't think so. I think it looks cool like that, but a lot of people would see this as like a beat up old car, but that's on the outside. But underneath the hood is a really built big block. This is a real fast car right here. This is a 2003 Honda XR 400R that is converted to a street titled bike, so I can legally drive this thing on the street. It's pretty fun. I like these. I had a lot of newer bikes that I converted, but this is just the old, reliable kickstart, 4-stroke, air-cooled, and run forever. It's my Harley right there. So it's pretty cool. Springtime's here, taking out the nice toys. So I've had a bunch of these USA-1s for a while. In fact, a long time ago when I was a kid, when I bought my first Cloudbuster, I almost got a USA-1 because a couple hobby stores were saying the USA-1 was better, other ones said it was junk, but I ended up going with the Cloudbuster because I read a bunch of articles in RC Car Action. They all said the Cloudbuster was better, and there were way more aftermarket accessories available for the Cloud. So I'm really glad I went with the Cloudbuster over the USA-1. It's just a better truck all around, but I give Kyosho credit definitely for going up against the Cloudbuster like they did. So I have a few of these trucks, and I just took all the good parts from a few of them and combined them to make one good truck. And I also had a body set kicking around for a while. It had a brand new body, brand new decal sheet. There's still a few I have to put on. Right here, those are the roll bar decals. There's a few other ones. Some Kyosho. I still have to put the roll bar on. So right here is the roll bar. There's some pieces. Those go on the front. Mirrors. There's the mirrors for it. Some clear lenses. So the only reason I haven't put those on yet, because I'll probably be selling this truck, and I don't want to put the roll bar up here because during shipping it could break. Same thing with these mirrors. Mirrors sticking off the side could break during shipping. So what I'll do is I'll include the mirrors in the roll bar in the sale of the truck. I'll put them in a little box so nothing happens to them. And also included with the sale, I have some extra parts from all the ones I've taken apart. There's another original body with a roll bar, bumper. So here's a box of parts. So this is one I took apart. This is an extended wheelbase sassy chassis, aluminum chassis. There's some shocks in there, I just threw them there. So the only reason why I use this chassis is if you take a look at the servos, somebody just used double-sided tape to mount them, and they notched out the bottom of the chassis right there. So I mean, it probably won't affect anything, but it's not perfect. That's why I didn't use it. But I mean, it still works. It's extended wheelbase, has bell crank steering. Both gearboxes intact, so I'll include that. There's the top cover for it. There's an extra set of wheels and tires. And just some screws and steering pieces. And there's another body. So really, I guess you'd be getting enough parts to make two USA-1s. And I'd probably put this thing at a starting price of like $200 with no reserve. I don't try to make money off this hobby. That's what I got my businesses for. So I don't know. I just got a lot of cars and trucks kicking around, make room for some more Cloudbusters. And I also have this right here. So I've had this new unboxed USA-1 kit for quite a while. I did a video on it once before. It's just a USA-1 that I had a long time ago, never built. I don't know why. Probably just way too into cloudbusters, but it's a cool truck. You can see right here, Everett Jasmer. He's the owner of the original USA-1 full-size truck. So let me open this up. I'm going to be careful with it because this box is old. So what's all there? Here's the tires, body set, motors, and there's a bunch of parts underneath here and underneath here. If you were to pull these out, all the parts are there. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this kit. If I should sell it, keep it, trade it for some cloudbusters, I don't know. But I'll put it back in the box and that's where it'll stay until I figure out what I want to do with it. Alright, so back to this truck. Let me take the body off, show you the electronics. So underneath is not stock. I've added Traxxas, I think it's EVX2. Yeah, EVX2 speed control. It runs dual motor, also you can run 2 batteries. So what I did for now, I just put a little jumper connector right there. So you can run it off with just 1 battery, but you could put 2 if you want. Also, I have the original owner's manual for one of these trucks that goes with it. So normally there'd be like an extra plastic cover right here, and it would have a mechanical speed controller, but those mechanical speed controllers, especially the Kyosho ones, were no good. They would melt, things like that. Nowhere near as good as the Cloudbuster mechanical speed controller, obviously. And I'm running this Spectrum DX2E controller. It's all dusty and dirty, but it works. I've tested this truck, it runs great. I haven't driven it much because honestly I don't like the steering setup in these. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. So if you look at the steering right here, it's a weird setup. It's like there's a little rack right here, and then the servo saver, and it turns it like that. It's like a real sloppy steering setup. A lot of play in the steering, and not the best turning radius. And there's a provision right here to set it up for rear steer. So that's also another reason why I originally went with the Cloudbuster instead of the USA-1. Because out of the box, Cloudbuster comes with rear steer, ready to go, so it's 4-wheel steering. USA-1 is 4-wheel steering capable, meaning it only comes front-wheel steer. You'd have to add the rear steer, which is no big deal, but I don't know, it's better just to build a kit out of the box that's already ready to go 4-wheel steering. So that was another reason I went with the Cloudbuster, and I'm so glad I did, because I wouldn't be doing what I do today. Now as far as battery connectors go, for the motor wires, I'm just running the Dean's connectors. For battery connectors, I kind of run a weird connector. These are called Anderson power pole connectors. They're pretty neat. They're just, I don't know, they're high amp. They come in red and black, you assemble them. And you don't need to solder them, they crimp together. I solder them, but you don't have to. They actually suggest not, you're supposed to buy their own crimper, but I just solder them. They've always worked well, I've never had an issue with them. The only problem with these Anderson connectors, because these separate right here, you can slide them apart. If you're not careful, you could hook them up wrong. But I like those, they've always been great for me, so that's why I use them. So there it is, restored, running, driving, Kyosho USA-1, going up for sale soon. Thanks for watching, take care, like, subscribe, see you next time.